Once again, let me apologize for the background noise. So this is also in Colorado, but it was before the Mack situation where my dad came and picked me up. This was in Craig, Colorado. All the same hallmarks. Within a day, meet somebody, give me a job. Within 3 days, they're starting to act really weird. I would have to say that our initial meeting was completely was not an accident, even the initial meeting. I don't think there was any intrusion. I think when I first came into town is when whatever these organizations or whatever are alerted, and then they start out with their tactics. So anyway, I'm helping with the remodel, and I'm actually staying at the place that I'm doing the remodel. And I really like the people. I like mostly all these people. I really like them. But the fact of the matter is, they've been misled and we've been misled. But anyway, so the house was promised to this young couple. So when we were done with what we were doing and installing everything back in, they moved in and they agreed to let me sleep in one of the rooms. Young couple, they're not quite married just yet, but going that direction. And I think they have gotten married since. I don't know about if they're still together. This has been a while. But the young lady of the couple, she had a daughter, 6 or 7 years old. 6 years old? I can't remember if we're dropping her off to first grade or kindergarten. But we would drop her off pretty often for school. And there's already weird stuff going on, the usual stuff. When I say that, I'll go into detail about that later. But this is about this little girl. So I've probably been there some 4 or 5, maybe 6 months by this time. Maybe it's closer to 4 months. And me and the man of the house were hanging out. He likes to play Grand Theft Auto, and he switches it up. We're talking, so he switches it up, and he puts on this kind of topless videos of girls video or channel or something. And I'm like, all right, whatever. The little girl at the time was in the back room playing, in the mom's room playing, or the parents' room, however you want to look at it. He's basically the stepdad. So while the video's playing, she comes out all of a sudden from the bedroom wearing her mother's pump stiletto heels and her mother's lingerie and starts dancing around to the music. I'm in a complete awe. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? I look over at Chris and I'm like, what is going on here? Why is Taylor out here? Like, I'm very, very uncomfortable with this. Now, understand that already up to this time, that's the second place where I'm seeing that, I'm dealing with it in California, you get to Colorado, I'm dealing with it there. Then the third place in Mack, same sort of scenario pretty much, except for Mack, they did the Sacramento thing where they had me arrested for some sort of targeted arresting where there was no reason for that. But that's what they did. Drew my blood and everything all over again. All this bullshit. But anyway, this situation actually makes me so fucking pissed off. And you see other videos that I put up of people. I don't put up videos of children. I can't do that. There's just something wrong with that. I don't like taking videos at all. I think this is bullshit. But I've got to be able to prove this somehow. And no doubt in my mind, they're definitely making videos, without a doubt. Without a doubt. These are organized events. So anyway, he sends me back to the room. I wait about 20 minutes. I ask him to use his phone. And I'd already called the FBI 3 times from different numbers and gotten really, really strange responses. Hung up on, cursed out. For some reason, the FBI don't want to help whatsoever. But I called from his phone. So there's going to be a record of that somewhere in the FBI's records. But they would not pick up. I called a few times. and left it on hold for like 20 minutes or something like that, and I couldn't get anybody to come on the phone because I wanted to report this as much as possible. Chris could understand that he knew that that was a really, really bad move on their part, and that I was not going to have anything even, I play along with these guys, with the adults. I do not play along with the children. The children don't deserve to be lied to. Even though in Mack, they had the little girl, 9-year-old, cursing me and doing all kind of weird stuff. So I don't know what Taylor was told or how she was directed, but she was definitely at least minimally directed. What kind of long-term effects is going on here with somebody that's being told, a child that's being told behave this way? And exactly, from my understanding, it seems as if they keep telling these towns that I'm such a dangerous individual. How dangerous could I be if they actually have me living with a child? Believe it or not, this young couple actually had me watch Taylor one day. Not for a very long period of time, but for, I don't know, how much time do you need if you're some sort of dangerous freaking animal? Anyway, we sat out on the porch the whole time. I wasn't going to stay in the house with her no matter what. It was beautiful weather. So we stayed outside playing, either on her swing or maybe I was playing music for her or something like that. But we stood outside until they got back. But it was just so bizarre. And it just makes me so fucking upset that they would use a child like that. And you've seen the videos of the girl in the vest, who I'm not sure, but I think she might be developmentally challenged or whatnot. How they're using these people as some sort of tactic, trying to make a point. But if I'm so damn dangerous, how come there's been no incidents? No incidents. Except for me getting drugged, poisoned, beat in Sacramento. My truck fucking completely in Mack, completely vandalized. Right in the... We know who did it. It was the people right next door. And what's funny there is that when I first got into town, I went to have lunch or dinner at the soup kitchen there, Teresa. I was so grateful. And of course, it turns out that those are her nieces next door. Like, I get moved into a house right next to Teresa. And of course, the lady that I met that told me about going to get lunch there at, I don't know if it's St. Michael's or something like that, was the lady that I worked for, Jody and Mike Graff. So I'm gonna leave it there.